Oh yeah, it's almost time. We got the GOAT back. We got the GOAT back. We got Caitlin Clark back in the gym, going viral. This is crazy. We got to get into this. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. Let's go. It's happening. It's happening already. Caitlin Clark, the GOAT, is back in the gym with the Indiana Fever. You see who that is right there. You see who that is right there. Here, this picture was taken with...
The moment the footage surfaced, it detonated across social media. The gym lights framed every sharp movement, capturing Caitlin Clark's fierce, unmistakable on-court presence. Within minutes, the clips ignited online timelines, making one thing painfully clear: the star is back, and she's carrying the kind of edge that can shift an entire season. This wasn't some casual workout tossed out for show. It felt like a message, direct, controlled, and impossible to ignore. Each drill revealed a level of focus that doubled as a warning to anyone preparing to challenge her. Viewers weren't just watching practice reps, they were witnessing intent, the kind that shakes up a league before opening night even arrives. Her return didn't trend by accident. It surged because it hinted at an approaching reckoning on the court, the kind only a fully dialed-in competitor can deliver. Fans are already buzzing, convinced she's entering the season with something to prove and the power to prove it. And if this preview is any indication, the excitement isn't just justified, it's about to erupt even further.
That lives all boats. She's not a needle mover. She's the needle. Y'all need to get behind this girl and ride this gravy train. And she stood front line. She was ready to go at Jeff Teague. She was ready to go at everybody. Caitlin Clark is back in the gym, training hard with the Indiana Fever in preparation for the 2026 season, man. You can see this here. This picture, it says, life is about showing up for your friends, people you admire, and building greatness for the future. At Caitlin Clark, at Indiana Fever, at WNBA. And you got Nancy Lieberman with Caitlin Clark. That
fueling even more anticipation around her comeback was the presence of a legend in her corner. Standing right beside Clark was iconic coach Nancy Lieberman, a living reminder that true mentorship doesn't fade when the spotlight shifts. Their partnership wasn't born yesterday. Lieberman has been a steady, vocal supporter from the earliest days, even when skepticism surrounded Clark's rapid rise. Seeing them work side by side in these high-stakes training sessions speaks volumes. It's a visual declaration that Clark isn't walking into this next chapter alone. Lieberman's backing isn't just symbolic, it's strategic, rooted in years of experience and a deep belief in Clark's potential to reshape the sport. Together, their collaboration signals something bigger than fine-tuning skills for the next game. It highlights a unified vision aimed at building a career that can withstand pressure, surpass expectations, and ultimately leave its mark on basketball history. Their combined presence suggests preparation not only for competition but for a legacy still in the making.
We have a lot of jealousy, and I'm going to answer this question by stating a fact. When Michael Jordan came into the NBA in 1984, it was Magic and Larry Bird who kind of started to resurrect the interest in the NBA. When Michael came in, TV ratings soared, salaries soared, media was so attached to him, and he backed it up with his play. Now there were, with the bad boys, there were the Jordan rules, and they roughed him up, and all Michael did was get in the weight room, start changing his body composition so he could handle the people that were coming at him.
Lieberman never hesitated when speaking about Clark's influence. From the outset, she argued that Clark wasn't just moving the needle, she was the needle, a driving force capable of elevating the entire WNBA landscape. Lieberman urged the basketball community to recognize Clark's value and stand behind her, emphasizing the undeniable surge in revenue, ratings, and visibility that followed Clark wherever she played. Her willingness to take that stance, especially when others were skeptical or dismissive, distinguished Lieberman as one of Clark's earliest and most unwavering defenders. She pushed back against voices attempting to minimize Clark's arrival, insisting the league was witnessing a transformative moment, not a passing trend. And as the numbers rolled in and the momentum continued to build, Lieberman's early predictions proved remarkably accurate. What she identified from the start has now become impossible to ignore. Clark's presence isn't just influential, it's reshaping the sport in real time, validating every warning Lieberman issued about the scale of the shift on the horizon.
It was, to be honest. That's why she was so targeted.
Caitlin Clark, she'll get tougher, right? She went in the weight room, she got bigger, she got stronger. Of course, she's been injured. And it's okay. We want everybody to raise their level of play for the next generation who's coming after you. I know this. I was the Caitlin Clark in the 80s and 90s, where I had 99.9% of all the attention for women's basketball in the world.
Right.
And you know what? When you get to this stage, you're like, okay, what can I do? You know, Arike is a baller. Paige Beckers is playing great. Look what Sabrina and Stewie.
Lieberman strengthened her support even further by drawing a striking comparison to one of the greatest athletes in history. She pointed to Michael Jordan's early years in the NBA, when he was routinely battered by tougher, more physical opponents, most famously the Bad Boys of Detroit. Instead of backing down, Jordan rebuilt himself from the ground up, adding strength and resilience until no amount of contact could slow him. In Lieberman's eyes, Clark is stepping into a similar chapter. She sees the same competitive spark, the same refusal to be pushed off her path. Clark's commitment to building her strength isn't just about fitness, it's preparation for the kind of targeted, high-pressure defense star players inevitably face. Lieberman's comparison isn't made lightly. It signals her belief that Clark is approaching challenges with the same determination that fueled Jordan's rise. The message is clear: Clark isn't just adjusting, she's evolving, readying herself to meet physical play head-on and convert adversity into dominance. And if history is any guide, that kind of dedication often marks the beginning of something legendary.
All the attention for women's basketball in the world.
Right.
And you know what? When you get to this stage, you're like, okay, what can I do? You know, Arike is a baller. Paige Beckers is playing great. Look what Sabrina and Stewie has been doing, and you know, Skylar and Nneka. I mean, they're on every team. There's amazing levels of talent. And stop nitpicking with each other. Just go out and ball, and you know, let the final
play the game.
Yeah, all the targeting, all that stuff was just, it was unnecessary, and the fans saw it play out right in front of them. That's why I appreciate Nancy.
Lieberman also drew a powerful parallel to Tiger Woods, another once-in-a-generation figure who entered his sport under a cloud of doubt, envy, and intense scrutiny. When Woods stepped onto the PGA stage, he didn't just compete, he revolutionized the entire structure around golf. Ratings surged, prize money soared, and crowds reached levels the sport had never seen. His presence reshaped the business and culture of golf from the inside out. In Lieberman's view, Clark carries that same rare ability to redefine an entire league. She believes Clark has the potential to broaden the WNBA's audience, elevate sponsorship interest, and expand financial opportunities in ways that were previously considered out of reach. This isn't about simply scoring points or stacking highlights, it's about shifting the trajectory of women's basketball. Clark's influence stretches far beyond game nights. Her arrival is drawing new fans, sparking fresh investment, and introducing the league to people who may have never tuned in before. Lieberman's comparison underscores a simple truth: Clark's presence is not just boosting the sport, it's reshaping its future, opening doors and creating momentum that can carry women's basketball into an entirely new era.
The average attendance in the 33 games Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have played in this season is 15,746, which leads the WNBA. The average attendance of WNBA games not involving Caitlin Clark is on average 8,490, an 85% drop from games that Caitlin Clark is not participating in. Obviously, the New York Liberty average over 11,000, the Los Angeles Sparks average over 10,000, but the Indiana Fever at 15,746. Yet I'm on the air the other day, and
Lieberman didn't sugarcoat her message to the league. She urged everyone to stop resenting Clark's rise and start recognizing the opportunity it brings. If Clark is the primary driver of revenue and attention right now, Lieberman argued, then the smart move is to embrace that momentum, not push against it. She called out the unnecessary pettiness that sometimes surfaces within competitive circles and made it clear, Clark has earned her position as one of the league's premier guards, and the numbers back her up. Her comments weren't just about defending one player, they highlighted a deeper tension within the sport. Lieberman challenged the culture of quiet rivalry and subtle dismissals, pushing instead for a shift toward genuine support. She emphasized that celebrating a teammate's or rival's success doesn't diminish anyone else's achievements, it strengthens the entire league. In her view, unity isn't optional, it's essential. When players stand behind one another, the sport grows. When they pull apart, progress stalls. Lieberman's call to action was unmistakable: acknowledge excellence, uplift it, and recognize that shared success builds a stronger, more prosperous future for everyone involved.
you could say what would you want to say in terms of the narrative that has been put out there as it pertains to her coverage and her feeling?
Cheryl Swoops was probably the biggest hater. The biggest hater. That's what Cheryl Swoops was. She hated so much, she ain't even on Gil's Arena. She got kicked off the Dallas Wings telecast, all types of stuff, because she was doing too much.
It's about Caitlin Clark.
You know, I've known Cheryl since she was in college. I helped do her shoe deal with Nike in 1993, took her to her first SBs. I've known Cheryl, I've coached her, have a lot of respect for her.
Lieberman didn't shy away from the uncomfortable truth. In her view, jealousy played a significant role in the heightened scrutiny and unusually intense targeting Clark experienced. She pointed out that when a breakout star arrives and instantly commands enormous attention, it can disrupt established dynamics and stir emotions that aren't always easy to acknowledge. Rather than blaming individuals, she highlighted how envy and competitiveness can quietly shape reactions within any professional environment, sports included. Her candid commentary, though undeniably bold, opened the door to a deeper conversation about the pressures athletes face when someone new captures the spotlight. It underscored how quickly tension can build when a rising figure shifts the balance of visibility, endorsements, and fan interest. By addressing these dynamics head-on, Lieberman drew attention to the broader challenges of navigating success in a league where every player is fighting for recognition. Her remarks illuminated the human side of competition, reminding audiences that rapid stardom often brings both admiration and friction, and that acknowledging those forces is crucial to understanding the full story behind Clark's meteoric rise.
And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion. And, you know, you might like Boston, I might like the Yankees. You know, it's okay to have difference of opinions. Well, she got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Cheryl, you know, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship it pretty much is not happening at this point. I tried to talk to her at the Final Four. Right. She didn't want to talk to me. My life's going to be good.
Latest training sessions reveal a player transforming before everyone's eyes, stronger, sturdier, and unmistakably more prepared for the physical grind of professional basketball. This isn't just routine conditioning or a response to past injuries. It's a deliberate, long-term elevation of her physical presence to match her extraordinary talent, ensuring she can endure the demanding schedule and increasingly aggressive defensive pressure she draws each night. Her commitment to reshaping her body sends a clear signal to the league. She's not merely adjusting, she's raising the bar for what preparation looks like. Nancy Lieberman, drawing from her own remarkable past, openly related to Clark's journey. She admitted she once occupied a similar space in the 80s and 90s, commanding nearly all the attention in women's basketball worldwide. She understood, firsthand, the scrutiny that accompanies overwhelming popularity, as well as the constant challenges that arise when every performance becomes a headline. Her experiences allowed her to empathize deeply with Clark, offering both perspective and guidance on navigating an environment that can be both celebratory and unforgiving. Lieberman urged fans and players alike to stop tearing each other down over minor critiques or invented narratives. Instead, she pushed for recognition of the league's full range of talent, reminding everyone that women's basketball thrives when its stars are lifted, not diminished. She singled out other elite players such as Angel Reese, Paige Buchers, Sabrina Ionescu, and Skylar Diggins-Smith, emphasizing that excellence is spread across the league, and each athlete brings something vital to the sport's growth. Her message was simple: embrace the collective rise instead of dividing it with unnecessary comparisons or unearned criticism. Despite swirling narratives, Clark has been nothing short of sensational for the Indiana Fever. Averaging close to 19 points per game while delivering in high-pressure moments, she has consistently validated the excitement surrounding her rookie year. Her production speaks for itself: skillful, efficient, and immediately impactful. These stats aren't hype, they are concrete proof that she belongs among the league's most influential players. Attendance numbers tell an even bigger story. Games featuring the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark averaged a staggering 15,746 fans, leading the entire WNBA by a wide margin. In contrast, games without Clark drew roughly 8,400 spectators, marking an enormous drop. The difference is unmistakable. Clark isn't just a star, she is a transformative economic force, elevating ticket sales, energizing arenas, and drawing new fans to the league at an unprecedented pace. The numbers illustrate a seismic shift in visibility and engagement driven largely by her presence. The discussion took a more contentious turn when Lieberman recounted her clash with Stephen A. Smith over comments made by Cheryl Swoops regarding Clark. Smith